Alright, that won't change a fucking thing. It's still a pile of dog shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And we're on air now.
Well,
Hooray!
that sort of sets the tone for the entire show.
And you just get a pile of dog shit just as we went on air there.
Eh, eh.
Well, if anyone's watching, if anyone is going to watch,
What's the name of this Terminator?
Genesis spelt in the most retarded way imaginable.
Gen
It's
GNI
spelled with a Y?
GNI and then SYS at the end.
Fuck it, I'm just gonna...
Basically, imagine someone with cerebral palsy being kicked in the face and then expected to write out the word Genesis.
Yes.
Okay, 2 days ago.
Yep.
Okay,
So
I'm
whoever
going to...
Are we
I'm
going to?
going to mute my mic.
Yeah, we're going to explain what's happening. We're going to look over these three trailers. Kitch hasn't watched the first one we're going to talk about. So we get to see Kitch's reaction live. We already know what this trailer is like. I think, Marty, I'll ask, what was your reaction to that trailer?
It took me 10 minutes to pick up my jaw.
Oh, make sure to highlight Kitch's screen so we can actually see.
All right, yeah.
I think you just click on the picture. It should do it for the people who you're possibly watching.
No, well, the first half of that trailer was okay. Showed the future war, John Connor, Kyle Reese, and then it was when Kyle got sent back in time at the halfway point. Things just
Yeah.
Don't speak of that.
and it never really it just kept going until more this trailer went on.
It seems like Terminator has finally succumbed to what I like to call the time-traveling curse. If you do enough time-traveling arcs in a series, it's going to fuck your shit up. Like, it can even do it once, and it'll still make absolutely no sense. It's an incredibly hard thing to do.
I think the paradox in the first one is messy enough, and in the second one it just gets worse. But the first two movies were so awesome that I didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the first two made
But
up.
after that, it just
The first two movies made up for that with having like lots of tension and atmosphere and good action in it. And then the third one just had, well,
the third one seemed like a parody.
yeah, just had lots of goofy comedy in it. And then the fourth one
Hey,
was,
I'm gonna walk out of a church with a coffin and a machine gun. Lol random.
and as for the fourth one, do we even need to discuss what went wrong there?
It would work as a standalone movie, I think. I mean, the first time I saw it, I thought it was entertaining.
Yep.
That's basically it. I don't see how it fits into the series.
Yeah, same here. But no, we'll talk about. And Kit, you have muted yourself, have you?
Nope, I will now do that, and
Are you going to watch it?
I'm gonna click on it now.
All right, start watching it now, Kit, and we'll get your reaction to it. Anyway, yeah, back to, and also special effects. The T1000 looks worse in this one than it did in T2 as well.
Yeah, and that's difficult because, you know.
Yeah, it's weird how they just went all CGI now, and I don't know how they handled that back then. There was a lot of practical effects used as well. They mixed CGI with practical effects, and that kind of meant you didn't see when it was CG. Not nearly to the same extent.
They
Yeah.
went full retard, basically.
Yeah,
But it's that, and
you went full CG, man. Never go full CG.
plus the other kind of low light of this trailer was seeing the Arnie Terminator carrying Sarah Connor as a young child.
Yeah.
That just just kind of really. And also the girl they've got to play Sarah Connor. Well, the whole casting just seems wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you can't help but feel excited to see Arnie being a Terminator again, no matter what.
Yes, I can. I just look, as much as I thought he was awesome in the 80s and early 90s, he's what, 70?
Well, he's in his mid-60s now.
Yeah, he's too old to do this. In the Expendables, for example, e- every time he's on screen, I just want to facepalm.
I'll say this much. I'm happy with him crushing things with a tank in real life to raise money for schools. I'm not happy with him playing the Terminator.
No.
Yeah. No, yes, he's had his day and all that, so. But,
He
yeah,
hasn't had his day. He's had a week, several nights, and, a sabbatical that we all wish we could forget.
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah, it's just very, very little redeeming in this trailer for me.
Yeah, I just about Arnie. When I saw The Expendables 3, there was a moment that I think is pretty defining of how I feel about Schwarzenegger these days. And that's when he was sitting in a chopper, he was talking about the chopper, and I went, oh, you gotta say it, you gotta say it. And then he finally says, get to the chopper. And I just facepalmed because, come on, I was kidding. I didn't actually want him to say it. I mean, no. That's it. He's a it all he can do is repeat lines from the past. That's it.
Hell, he has a YouTube channel dedicated to that shit.
Yeah.
But speaking of getting to the chopper, they use that in this trailer, and it's in the most face palming way possible. It's just because it's at the
Do we have to bring up the feel?
yeah at the very end of the
Skydiving Arnie.
yes at the very end of the trailer, you could tell they were saying, "Oh, this will be the." Because it's got the line "I'll be back" and it's got a helicopter, so people will get this. This will really, impress folk, and I think everyone just shook their heads when they saw what this was.
Yeah.
An aging Arnie with grey hair skydiving out of a helicopter into another helicopter.
My first thought when I saw that was, please let that not have been a stunt double.
No, it wasn't a stunt double. It was CG.
Yeah.
I guarantee it.
No, because I'm thinking, maybe Arnie misread the script. And, when they're doing, I don't know, a flyby of locations, look, there's pretty things over there, and we'll be filming over here. He's like, oh, wait, we're filming. Gotta jump.
So it's yet again making the Terminator a good guy. I mean, it worked in the second one because it was a role reversal, and then they've just redone it to death after that, I think.
Yeah.
The third one was badly overdone. I mean, the fourth one sort of made a bit of sense because it was he doesn't actually know he's a Terminator sort of thing, and then he struggled with his humanity and blah 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 blah. But at least it sort of tried a little. Now it's just fat old Arnie.
Yes.
Get to the chopper and get me a fucking cane.
Hitch, you just watched it. What did you think?
I don't know what to make of it.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah.
Did we just go? Do I like this? Is this what I like?
Yeah. I think that's the best reaction a lot of folk have had is just confusion when they've seen it.
Yeah.
Because all this thing that apparently they're going to go with parallel timelines and all this.
Oh god, that's gonna lead to disaster.
When
Yeah,
I
they
first
need to-
heard,
if they're gonna do parallel timelines, then they also have to acknowledge that everything so far in the series is negated, because the whole point is for Skynet wants to send Terminators back through time to change the past.
yeah,
Also, I know we hate T3, but in this trailer she says, "Oh, we can stop Judgment Day," but the whole premise of Terminator 3 was that it couldn't be stopped no matter what.
Yeah.
But when you read this is the official synopsis. The movie will take advantage of a more comprehensive grandfather paradox that involves a parallel universe. In Terminator Genesis, Kyle Reese, traveling from Universe A, will end up in Universe B, created when Skynet attempted to kill Sarah Connor during childhood. Together, Reese and Sarah will attempt to create a Universe C that would both obliterate Universe A and B, and the events of Doomsday will never have happened.
The fuck?
When you have a plot that's going to need a fucking flow chart, you know you're in trouble. I mean,
And here we can see we've traveled from Universe A, now we're into Universe B, and we're trying to create Universe C, but fuck that shit, that'll never happen, so it's stuck in Universe B, and there'll be tits and explosions. Yay, Michael Bay, I love you.
Except without the tits.
yes.
Or Michael Bay, I hope.
No,
Yeah.
Mike, not directing.
Shit, I've just jinxed it. He's going to be making the next one. Fuck, why did I say that?
But
Terminator.
I gotta say something though. I'm disappointed that they didn't get Christian Bale to play John Connor because he kind of worked in T4. I thought. I mean,
Well, because he was batshit insane.
yeah, pretty much.
He's
We all
Batman.
remember the infamous fucking background clip of him flipping his shit at was it the sound guy?
Yeah.
Christian Bale. You crazy motherfucker.
But yeah, I would rate this trailer very low. It's also, why are they making another Terminator film? Like, I just can't see where the interest is going to come from for this.
It'll make billions.
Yeah.
Because it's a Terminator movie and people are stupid, and if it's called something that you recognize, you're gonna go see it.
I'm not. I doubt I'm even going to bother my ass to pirate it.
No, I don't think I'm gonna go see it either, but I'm gonna see it eventually. I'm not gonna pay to go see it in theaters.
I haven't seen T4 or T3, so T whatever this is, not gonna be mine.
Aye.
Okay. What number comes after 4? That will be your clue of which number this one is.
Did I fuck up in the
One.
number count?
2, 3, 4. Come on, I know you can do it.
12?
Close enough.
Yes.
I would have
That's
accepted
many
the
beers
deal.
I've had.
Kitch, there's a math teacher in this conversation. I hope you know that.
I know, but like, did I mess up the number count? Did I go, what did I say? I'm just confused.
Yeah, and also it's budgeted for $170 million this film.
And my faith in humanity is lost again.
And it does look
Is-
really cheap.
Is that much these days?
I think that's still quite a lot.
Yeah.
Blockbusters are usually 150 million.
Yeah, I mean it's nothing extraordinary. It's
Yeah, but you would think that for that amount of money they could fucking
and you know
realize.
70 million is going to be like Arnold's paycheck. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I think they could come up with a plot that doesn't involve them going back again.
I think they could come up with a plot that isn't shit.
Or for that money,
what I would like to see is just the war ending.
yeah.
You know, I mean, have the part where they send them back in time just to
Yeah.
protect the past from being altered, and then let's see
I-
how John Connor smashes the big bad in the future. And
No, I
The
would
war's over.
actually prefer, because if I remember right, in one of the films, they mentioned that his children will play a big role in the war effort. I would like the idea of seeing the film where John Connor dies. A pissed off, grizzled old veteran fighting against shit that's going to
Yeah.
keep on killing him, getting his ass handed to him by something that isn't Arnold fucking Schwarzenegger.
Sylvester Stallone?
I can just imagine that, because I'm thinking of Sylvester Stallone speaking like a Dalek. It's Doomsday! It's Doomsday! There's no way that's not brilliant.
agreed.
Agreed.
You know? Catch any other thoughts on that trailer, just in general?
I'm just sheer confusion.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like it or I hate it or how does it fit in with the last movie.
Yeah, I think that at least the special effects look a bit ropey for it. That's one thing that caught my eye, was just how cheap it kind of looked at times.
I assume it's just early cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be.
If it's early cut, if it's early cut, then they shouldn't be releasing the fucking trailers yet.
At least they should make it a short trailer with just a few of the really good shots they already have.
But then they'll lose out, apparently, to the likes of Jurassic World and all those kind of movies releasing their trailers for no apparent reason.
Yeah, I think that's what somewhat irritates me about. I play games a lot, and yet, for large spells of the year, fucking no good games come out. And then they all come out at the same time, and I think to myself, well, I'm not eating this month. Just pace yourselves, you bastards.
Anyway, shall we give out ratings for the T5 trailer? I think Martin first up.
What was that?
Well, how do your rating for the T5 trailer?
Rating for the trailer, I don't know how to rate a trailer.
Was it good? Was it bad?
What I will say is I think it gives me the impression that it might be an entertaining movie, but it's not a good Terminator movie. It can't be. It's so. Maybe you should watch it just for laughs.
Yeah, it'll be entertaining, but it won't.
I don't know.
Oh well.
I can't hear you. Sorry.
You know.
Yeah, right now it's fine.
Yeah, try adjusting your bandwidth allocation thingy on Hangout.
So, Pumpkin, what do you think of that trailer?
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd like to soak it in petrol and kick it into a bonfire.
Yeah, but you do that with everything where you live, don't you?
Okay, I'd like to soak it in petrol, kick it into a bonfire, and then fuck its whore sister.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm guessing it hasn't got you in the mood to see it.
No, it really doesn't.
And
I grew up watching Terminator. It's been killed for me.
And
I'm sorry I'm interrupting you, but I think T3 killed it. There should never have been one, because T2 put an end to it.
yeah. Like I said, they've tried twice to do it without James Cameron, and it should be obvious to everyone you can't do it without James Cameron at all. Like, it was his kind of. It's just one of those things, without him involved, and it just can't work. But anyway,
I don't think it could work with him involved now anyway, because I think the way T2 was written, it should have ended with that. It just doesn't work anymore.
good. What's your opinion of it?
I gotta give it a question mark out of 10.
You're probably going to wait for the main trailer before you make your mind up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
As for me, it's,
One quick point. Why the fuck do we have teaser trailers, which are essentially trailers for trailers, and then trailers?
well,
Have a fucking trailer and then release the film. Not that difficult.
Jurassic World had a teaser trailer, didn't they?
which we're trying to move on to now.
Oh, Segway.
Yes, smooth segue, Kit. And we'll let you take over on this one. You thought of the Jurassic World trailer.
I liked it actually. I know some people are gonna be a bit skeptical about the hybrid dinosaur, but I'm not too concerned over it because I don't think it'll play that major a role, even though it's probably going to be hyped up as a major role.
No,
Because
it probably
you're going to have
will.
because you still have the fan favorites like the Velociraptors, the T-Rex. They know these things are the money makers, so they'll probably try to get them in it, and they won't. And I hope they've learned from the mistake at Jurassic Park 3 when the big backlash when they killed off the T-Rex. But that's more of speculation, but not actually on the trailer itself. I think it did what it had to do. It was just to get people pumped up for the next movie coming out in May.
Yeah.
And also, it's got to be weird for me to see Chris Pratt in this movie because the only thing I'm going to be hearing is, when he talks is just random Star-Lord references or Star-Lord quotes. So
I have no idea what you're on about right now. So.
Guardians of the Galaxy. You haven't seen that?
Not seen that yet. I might get it tonight.
Oh, definitely.
I might get a loan of it from somebody I know who's totally reputable and
I like the way he mumbles away the fact that he's just going to pirate it. He's like, yeah, well, I'm going to get it from a reputable friend. It's not going to be pirated or anything, you know. I buy stuff.
Swedish guy with an eye patch. That's beautiful.
Is it really bad that I think we should stab out the eyes of at least one person who founded the Pirate Bay?
Anyway, Pumpkin, what did you think of the Jurassic Park?
I'm looking forward to it because I'll be honest, like the first Jurassic Park, awesome, fucking one of my all-time favorite films. The second one, fucking good. The third one, nah, not really. But I didn't mind when the T-Rex died because there's scarier shit than a T-Rex. Yeah. And I'm sure that the hybrid's going to have the T-Rex head or something like that, which will, you know, make, I don't know, people jizz in their pants while they're watching the films. But it will be awesome to see because it's not just, hey, we opened a park with dinosaurs, now they're going to kill everything. Oh, it's, hey, we opened a park with dinosaurs, it was awesome, and then we fucked up really, really badly, and one of them got out. Shit.
We opened a park with dinosaurs, and then we decided, well, what else can we do? How can we push our luck here? You know, let's just fuck with their DNA and see what the hell happens.
I do have to say, I loved the part of the trailer when they have the shark being fed to whatever the fuck that was, because I'm thinking to myself, that thing is so fucking awesome that it has to be fed sharks. I want to give that thing a high five and then run like hell while it tries to kill me.
Also, I think that's a bit of a bit of banter with Steven Spielberg that scene. Well, the man who made Jaws.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of that going on in it, but no, I enjoyed it as well. I mean, there is some ropey CGI in it, but again, it's very early days. But it did its job very well, this trailer. I mean, the only bit that's scratching my head is at the end with the raptors. When you see Chris Pratt when he's driving his motorbike and he's got the raptor running alongside him.
I have to say though, just before we talk about that, I know I said it to you before, but if I was Chris Pratt, I would take a screen capture of that exact scene, and instead of a resume, just send that into each and every single edition. Yeah. Because I'm riding a motorbike in a forest with velociraptors.
Yeah, that's actually the perfect pickup line for any bar. Not go in and say, hey, I'm an actor, I was in Guardians of the Galaxy and the new Jurassic Park. Just go, hey, I rode a motorbike with velociraptors. Let's fuck. That would work. Because a lot of people, for some retarded reason, think that velociraptors are walking among us.
Well, in fairness, there's a lot of stupid beliefs out there.
For example, I've convinced an American that there's a land bridge linking Norway to Canada. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. But even better if you convinced him to go and try and drive it.
Even convince them there's laybys where you can, you know, set up for the night when you get tired and sleep for a couple hours before you keep on driving. Hook, line, and fucking sinker.
Yeah, so, I mean, the only other thing that I really want from this, really sadistically, I really want the annoying kids to get munched on one of them.
Yes.
Annoying American kids in movies, and I always hope that they get eaten, but they're the ones that always save the day or something that I would really liked. Just my purely sadistic side wants to see one of them die horribly.
I'd like it if it had the scene from the first one where the kid's messing with the computers, like, I know this system. And then it just says, nope, you fucked up, we're filling the room with, I don't know, nerve gas or something. That would make
Security
more
breach.
sense. Wow, I have problems.
Yes, and we haven't heard from Marty about this one.
Yeah, I thought one Jurassic Park was enough. The second, I didn't see the point, and the third was just no, stop. And now they're making a fourth one. Why? Yeah, I
Because
know
fucking
why. It
dinosaurs.
makes money, but no, you can't tell the same story over and over again. There's just I don't see what they can do with this. They're doing the first movie all over again, except we have to up the ante. Basically, now we have to have. It's not enough with T-Rexes and Raptors. Now we have to have some super hybrid thing.
I think
But it's still the same story.
Yeah, but with the first one, it was, if I remember correctly, shit, they're going to take over the island. Okay.
Yeah.
The second one was shit, they took over the island. And the third one was shit, they took over the island. This one could be shit, they could take over the world.
Of course.
Yeah.
I think the first one was shit, they're going to take over the island. The second one was shit, they've already taken over the island. And the third one was shit, we've run out of ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the second one was, yeah, we know they've taken over the island, so?
The thing with the second one was I felt it was okay, but it only really got going when they got to the city. Because that was something.
Then it was just a bad Godzilla ripoff.
That's my one big reservation about it, is going back to the island at it for the fourth time. I mean, it does feel like they're just weekending. They should have moved this new park to somewhere on the mainland. I think would have been better.
Well, at least this time, it is a very built-up island, so...
But it's the same island, isn't it, Kitch?
It's the first one was on Isla Nublar. 2 and 3 were on Isla Sorna, Site B, and this one's going to be back on Isla Nublar. So it's going to be on the original island. That has a lot of Jurassic Park fans very excited. Don't know.
Please say they're going to find the fat guy dead in a ravine, because, you know, that would tickle me.
It's apparently built upon the ruins of the old Jurassic Park, and it's not InGen that's building it. It's a new company that took over InGen after the Lost World.
Fair enough. Are we going to see, like, a one-armed Samuel L. Jackson walking around, smoking, just non-stop?
Well, that would be cool.
Motherfucking dinosaurs in this motherfucking island.
Do you see the how it should have ended of Jurassic Park?
No.
Yes. What, you think I'm the only black man on this island? Fuck you, bitch!
Oh, you see a black guy
Excuse me.
arms falls arm you, and you automatically assume it's mine.
Yeah, no, it's got me in the mood with some reservations. That's my overall verdict. I mean, the hybrid is definitely the big selling point for this.
Yeah, but it's kind of going back to what the first Jurassic Park was about, which was science going too far. That's the only thing I would have to say about the whole thing that the one comment I always make when I see that movie, see that trailer, is when she was saying we have our first genetic hybrid dinosaur. The only thing I keep on saying to myself is, why do you keep saying that? Like, that's a completely normal sentence for somebody to say.
Yeah, even if that was to happen and we just made our first one, even if you've said that 1,000 times, every time you say it to someone new, it's like, hey, we made a fucking hybrid.
Yeah, but, I mean, that's the other thing, is like scientists have reacted badly to this movie. So just so scientifically implausible. Is it the whole film is basically that? It's
Yeah.
one way you have to roll with it.
It's like, but there's a lot of scientifically implausible movies out there. For example, the last movie. The last movie we were talking about. So it's just escapism.
Are we really going to segue back into talking about Genesis? Please no.
Let that be.
Let's leave it behind where it belongs, in the past.
Along with Arnold Schwarzenegger's career.
Hmm.
Also, it's a brand new cast in this. I think it's the first time they haven't used the characters of Malcolm and Grant as well, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. The only return. No, there is someone returning. The highly influential, everybody's fan favorite from the first movie, Dr. Henry Rue.
All right. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that guy.
I think his name is actually Dr. Henry Who? Who?
And I've just realised the camera's been stuck on Kipcho.
Wait, what?
So the poor viewers have had to stare at his ugly face.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, viewers.
But yeah, I would say this trailer's got me in the mood for seeing it in the summer. I know it's definitely, you're excited about it.
Oh yeah, no, there's a lot of movies I'm excited about coming out next year. I think everybody can guess the movie I'm most excited about.
Debbie Does Dallas too.
Oh, they've already passed too.
Debbie Does Dallas with the original Debbie doing her comeback.
When you say comeback, do you mean like just her cleaning up afterwards?
Alright, now we're really...
Well, we've taken a nosedive here.
Come on, you invited me. You knew it was going to turn out like this.
Anyway,
Oh, yeah.
we'll just go with this. This trailer got you in the mood.
Yep. hmm
Yep, I'm fucking... I wouldn't say I'm like chomping at the bit and going, yay, Jurassic Park, but, I'm looking forward to it.
And Marty.
Not really interested.
There you go.
Fucking Vikings.
Oh, I think we can go to the third and final one, which was probably the real biggie that everyone was waiting for. And I don't, Pumpkin, you go first for this on the Star Wars thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a massive Star Wars fan. Yeah, it's a good film, but... Nah.
Got 3 films and 3 crappy films.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if it's gonna be good or shit. But the strange thing that I find from the trailer is the 2 things that everyone's saying are really controversial. Black Stormtrooper and lightsaber crossguard. Okay, Black Stormtrooper. Okay, maybe they're finally not being cunts and they're letting people in. It's like, okay, we realize the Empire was a bad thing, but their armor was nice, and, maybe we could have some black people this time.
But also, the thing is, these are in the prequels, it was clone troopers and not stormtroopers. And like, if you've watched the Clone Wars and Rebels, especially in Rebels, they explain that basically the stormtroopers are just kind of normal soldiers. They're conscripts.
Yeah.
I
But,
don't know if a black guy could be a stormtrooper. It was just,
hell, he could always be in disguise.
Mhm.
But the one that really confuses the fuck out of me, and I've seen so many people talking about it. Oh, that lightsaber has a crossguard. Oh, it's terrible. Okay, how many hands have been cut off in Star Wars? How many times has there been a lightsaber duel and someone has just gone, oh, there's no guard, I'ma cut your hand off? Maybe someone finally thought, I should put something there to stop my hands being cut the fuck off.
it didn't bother me at all when I just don't know if folk freaked out over, but that's fanboys find the weirdest things to freak out over.
I'd be honest. When I saw it, I actually thought, huh, cool.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's more of meh.
But see, this is what I meant. Like with the other trailers, compared to this one, you can tell the only shots they wanted to use in the trailer was the ones that would of decent enough quality and had kind of proper, polished special effects in them.
Oh, also Millennium Falcon, Nerd
Awesome.
Rage, and Nerdgasm and stuff. Yay, I think.
But that's the other. That from what I've seen so far, the camera work seems so much better in the prequel.
Well, of course it's better than the prequels because the prequels didn't have camera work.
Mhm.
But it doesn't have that really kind of very clean, glossy, sterile look to it from what we've seen in this.
What I'm afraid of though is that it's gonna have JJ camera,
Yes.
which means
My eye.
well, I don't think that it's gonna be a problem with lens flares because it's not supposed to look squeaky clean,
He's a
but
man, isn't
it's what I'm concerned with is his excessive use of shaky cam.
he? Yes, that and all his films, he feels like he's just got to have mysteries for no other reason, just that they're mysteries.
Yeah.
Don't lead anywhere. It's just, it's got to have mysteries that'll pay off in another film, because it's a problem I have with a lot of films right now, that they seem to be more focused on setting up sequels and actually just getting this film done properly.
Yeah.
But I'd say the way it's going to be another trilogy, and the fact that they have at least 2 different directors that I know of on it, I'd say that they will try the best to harmonize. What's the word?
Harmonize.
Harmonize, yeah. Harmonize the entire this saga, or this trilogy. So I don't think the little director kind of signatures are going to be involved here, or maybe not to as a big a degree, because as I say, they want to harmonize the entire trilogy. So it won't make sense to go from Christian Bale into Christopher Nolan in style Star Wars movie into say Michael Bay.
Yeah.
If and obviously, just for the record, I know those directors aren't actually attached to the movie. Well, at least I hope Michael Bay isn't. Christopher Nolan I can give or take.
I'll just read some. We do have some comments. This one corrected and Martimer. Fuck you and all you guys. Arnie never gets old. Cut that shit out now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that prick was immortal. I've definitely not noticed his saggy man tits.
Well, this one was left just a few minutes ago, but it sort of it kind of preempted what you just said. Leave Arnie alone, pumpkin, you cunt.
Oh, what was the name of that dozy little shit that did the Leave Britney Alone video?
Chris something.
Leave Arnie alone. Leave him alone. He's fucking governor of California. I think he can take it.
He'll take it all day.
Yeah, and just to let everyone know, if you want to join in this fun and enthralling event, I have put the link in the comments section. So just just belch like that. No, just click on it and you'll be able to join in.
Yeah, it's a new feature on Google. It's Belch Join.
Yeah.
You just plug in your microphone, belch, and you'll be automatically joined into a random server.
Yeah, awesome.
Oh.
And more likely than not, there'll be naked women.
It's the internet. It's filled with naked women.
The internet is 4.4.
Marty, you've been very quiet about the Star Wars so far.
Yeah, because I can't get hyped up about it. I thought the prequels were so bad that they ruined the franchise, and I don't want to get my hopes up at all.
Just the trailer on its own didn't do anything for you at all.
It looks pretty run-of-the-mill to me.
Yeah.
There's nothing special about it. What I reacted to was the lightsaber, not because of the nerd rage involved. I know that Yeah, I mean, I understand the arguments used for both sides. You know, what, you're going to cut your hand off with the crossguard, or it's going to help prevent getting your hand cut off. Look, what I thought it was ugly. That's not what a lightsaber looks like. A lightsaber is not supposed to look like a medieval broadsword. It's supposed to look like a lightsaber.
Yeah,
That's what I reacted to.
the reason why they put this thing in, it wasn't because of any concerns about practicality. It was supposed to look cool.
Yeah.
And I'm actually kind of in between. It actually does. I'm actually more of the I don't give a shit about it. I really don't care if it has a crossguard or not.
Or no, it might be.
Literally, the prequels were brought down for, bigger reasons. So if it had a good, if the rest of the movie was great, I don't care about the crossguard.
Yeah.
If the movie is crap or it's not going to depend on that one little thing.
I mean, this was one that just did the job for me. Just gave you a tiny little taste. Let's say what's going on. The only thing I was happy with was we didn't see the original trilogy cast members older right yet. And like I said, I really hope in the film they're not the lead.
No, they're not. They're just supposed to. I hope it's more than glorified cameos, though.
Yeah, I don't want them to be glorified cameos either, but just think, have them as supporting roles and have a check cast. And like from what I see, the people they have got are good actors. I mean, have looked around at some of the stuff they've done, and they're all very capable actors. But
I think the best way they could do for like the older cast passing on to the newer one is a literal passing of the torch. Here's the Millennium Falcon. Don't wreck it. Hey, I have a lightsaber. Want one? Shit like that.
Yeah, pretty much. But I don't know how that could be done without pissing off everyone.
You're never gonna
Speaking of
face
pissing
it.
off everyone. Thanks for the cinema experience with the really loud opening of the wrapper.
Oh, sorry.
yes.
Yeah, believe it or not, I am actually drinking a beer. But I have to open it like a champagne bottle for some reason. It is called Lifeman's.
And you haven't sent any of it to me? What the fuck?
I'm sorry, I don't know where you live.
Yes, you do. I stand outside your window at 6 o'clock every night throwing bottles and bricks at your front door.
Oh, that's not my front door.
Yeah, what?
I've been in hiding.
Yeah, any other words to say in Star Wars?
Please, God, don't fuck it up.
Yeah, something like that.
Change up the formula, but change it up for the better.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a weird position J.J. Abrams in. I think he could make an average film, and just because it's not as bad as what went recently, he would still come out of it looking good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not as bad as the prequels. That's all he's got to do. And people, I think, will say, "Oh, it saved the franchise."
Usually, if a franchise is in trouble, if you can get away with an average movie, you can build on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he fucks it up, he's fucked it up.
Yeah.
I think the best thing he can do is, I don't know, it's not JJ's problem, but it's the writer's problem. They need to basically start fresh. Not try to tie it into the whole, how do we make this Anakin's story? I mean, he's dead. But
Yeah.
the whole, everything has to be tied into the same story that they've been on about for 6 movies now. Look, you have established a huge universe full of possibilities. Use that. Make a new story.
Yeah, because that's the other thing was that they saw Tatooine again. And it was,
Yeah, that's just.
got to get away from there itself. I mean,
Yeah.
we had one film in the whole, I think in the entire franchise.
Yeah.
Tatooine. Yeah, that's correct one. Empire Strikes
Yeah, Empire.
Which is
Also, to the random bastards in the chat, if you want to join in, join the fuck in. The link's there.
Hmm.
Sadly, we won't get back to you if you join in. Yeah, let's kill the conversation. No free.
But I'm trying to say, what movie are you guys looking forward to this next year? The 2015 has been hyped the hell up since 2013.
Actually,
Isn't the next Avengers coming out?
Hmm.
Yeah, I'll
That's the one
probably
I'm
be
most
seeing
looking
that
forward
with
to.
a
That.
couple of my friends.
I'm gonna go with one that was just announced, and that was actually I'm looking forward to the new Bond film to see where they go with this.
Oh, Spectre. Mm.
They had a trailer, but there's nothing to talk about because it's just text on a screen and some music. But no, I'm really because it's it's a very very interesting cast. Having Monica Bellucci in it as well, which is that's a kind of no one ever seems to pick up on this. I know how Bond's always shagging girls half his age, and to have Monica Bellucci in it, it's like someone who's actually the same age as Bond is going to be in it.
Yeah.
It's
But
like,
I think the best part of the cast was Chris Waltz.
who's that?
He was the guy who played the Jew hunter in Inglourious Bastards.
All right, yeah.
And he played the bounty hunter in Django Unchained.
I would have to say I am quite looking forward to Bonds. I know Marty's not a fan of the Daniel Craig ones at all.
No.
I'm just wondering how the villain will be disabled this time.
But
No,
I
because seriously,
think,
in every Bond film, the main villain is disabled in some way.
Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
Well, what about Quantum of Solace?
Fuck, I need to remember that one.
Can't remember Quantum.
I don't think I saw that one.
Exactly, that's a bad film.
Yeah, but I can't remember any.
Yeah, I somehow managed to get a point in there. Hooray for retrospect. No, there's a load of good Bond movies out there where the villain isn't actually disabled, like License to Kill, Tomorrow Never Dies. GoldenEye, could he convince? Well, he is kind of scared, but
He's not
That,
disabled.
that doesn't count. I mean, we're talking about wheelchair or
right.
lost body parts or something like that.
Well, Blofeld. Well, apart from when his cameo in what's the name? I know it. I know it.
I don't remember which one it was, but he was in
For
a
Her Eyes
wheelchair with a
Only.
broken eye.
For Her Eyes Only. I know it's that one because it was one of the few Roger Moore films that was believable, but it opened up it kind of like an insight to the past. Sorry. Inner Bond rage, inner Bond fan is showing, or Bond nerd. I actually just bought the 50th edition, 50th collection on sale.
Okay.
Excuse me for a second, guys. I've got my lizards back in the cage.
Can I eat the lizards? One day he'll say yes. So, new person, opinions, thoughts, stuff.
On what? On just any of the movies or trailers that would.
Sure.
I'm a bit confused about everybody being skeptical. A lot of people being skeptical of the hybrid dinosaur, because the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park are already hybrids. So the saying we have our first genetically modified hybrid doesn't really make sense because
That's true.
the dinosaurs were hybrids to begin with.
Yeah, weren't they like half frog?
Yeah, they used frog DNA to fix up the DNA.
And as far as I know, it's a hybrid with another animal as well. A pufferfish, as far as I'm aware of. I think that's just rumor.
Yeah, that it's, if I remember correctly, it's Velociraptor, T-Rex, cuttlefish, and snake, or something like that.
Nice.
Okay.
And Cal is randomly showing us his latest victim.
I've lost a bit of weight since you've seen me last.
Yeah. Holy shit, Cal, you have a finger growing out of your eye socket.
Oh.
Ah.
No, it's a decoration I got for the lizard's tank. So
Oh, very nice.
I hope it's giving them ideas.
there.
Mm.
Yes, I'm back now. Carry on, guys, as you were.
Where were we?
Yeah, you kind of killed everything with the skull.
Way to go. Way to skull fuck us, Carl.
I think Bendix was on the mic.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, as far as I've heard, the cuttlefish part of the hybrid is like it's the camouflage effect,
Mhm.
which that's going to be interesting, I think.
it's just for me. It seems like because it's the main selling point is this hybrid. So I think there's a lot riding on it. So they've got to make this thing
Threatening but not hilarious.
Well,
Yeah.
originally it was going
But
to be what?
the camouflage, I'd say, is going to lead to a good few. That has the potential for some jump scares, and if it's used right.
But seriously, doesn't it make you wonder how retarded the scientists are?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're
We know scientists are retards. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
yeah, we've never heard of a stupid scientist in a movie. No, never. But
I bet those scientists are Irish as well.
Yeah, it is.
they're actually trying to make a dinosaur that is just
Yeah, the plot.
absolutely horny.
Jurassic.
Well, in fairness, this is in the same universe where they thought that with an island full of dangerous flesh-eating dinosaurs, they thought to leave the security in the hands of only one person.
Yeah.
Well, yes, but that kind of makes my point.
So-
If the movie calls for everyone to be stupid, there's a problem.
Oh no, I was just kind of adding on to your point that this is
Mm.
kind of something that we should expect.
Also, why would you make a dinosaur that camouflages itself if you're making like a park where you show off dinosaurs?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that?
Yeah,
Is it really
because-
Kids,
and-
look, it's a
and also, aren't people going there to see dinosaurs as opposed to newly created science experiments?
Yeah.
I think, the initial attraction was like, come, see what used to roam the earth before, and also see what will become our benevolent and dictatorial overlord. Bow in his glory.
understand that the setup is that the park is losing business, and that's why they create this hybrid.
Okay.
How the fuck would a park like that lose business? It's fucking
Yeah.
dinosaurs.
Because it's full of science and people don't give a shit.
because it's been around for like a couple of years and people start to become numb to the idea. It's kind of like, oh, iPhone 5. I'm sick of it now. Oh, iPhone 6.
I think at the time, I remember from the trailer they said something along the lines of, we've learned all we can from fossils and the dinosaurs. We need to, mess around with them a bit. Okay, build it, let it grow up a bit, then kill it.
Yeah.
You don't need it to be alive, camouflaged, and killing things to be able to study it. That kind of makes it more difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Just one thing I want to point out. This is actually the skull of a creationist. See?
His brain was raptured.
Yes. Sorry, just have to throw that in there.
Touche.
Yeah, but we have to remember this is also the universe where they decided to put T-Rex, the main attraction, as the second part of the tour. So
Hmm.
The T-Rex is definitely back in this one, isn't it?
I hope so.
It's got to be. It's kind of one of those things.
Yeah.
It's like lightsabers in Star Wars movies, T-Rex in Jurassic Park movies.
As long as the Velociraptors are wild, I should enjoy this.
I say that's a big misgiving if it is going to be friendly raptors.
Friendly to Chris Pratt because Chris Pratt rules all.
Well, they don't have to be friendly. I mean, if they're trained or something, or he's got some sort of control, but they're still wild and that, as long as they don't make them totally tame.
Also, he's on a motorbike and they're running alongside him. Maybe they're all trying to escape something.
Maybe he's molesting them and they're running.
And this conversation just took a left turn into disturbing.
Oh, don't worry.
Pumpkin that said that.
Don't worry, I can add to that. So what you're saying is Chris Pratt was sneaking around the park for some ball-slapping action with some ancient, long-dead reptiles.
Yes.
I like the idea of him just, sneaking around. Okay. I'm a rapist.
Maybe it's not a hybrid. Maybe it's Chris Pratt that he's molesting him. That's why they're scared and hiding in the field.
That's why they created the hybrid, to get rid of him.
Yeah, they started camouflaging it, and it's basically a glorified security guard.
Or maybe the hybrid dinosaur mixed with a paedophile, I don't know.
Wait, did they get the DNA from Jimmy Savile?
Yeah, here we go.
Well, it's been a new record, lads. It's
an hour. It's been an
an
hour.
hour. Oh, I must look.
Well, Bendix, what about Terminator Genesis?
The thing is, I didn't grow up with, like, I've seen the first and the second movies, but I can't remember them that well. So I didn't grow up with them, so I don't really care about it, to be honest.
Must think something about Arnie going skydiving.
Yeah, he needs to stop. His career was over a long time ago.
Yeah, I
I
think
think the only people who still want to defend Arnie as an actor now are people who are just can't get enough of his movies from back in the 80s.
yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, look, I'll agree he was awesome back then. He in a funny kind of way. I mean, everyone wanted to see Arnie kick ass badly because he couldn't kick ass at all. But who cares?
And the
Commando,
funny part was
awesome.
I
But
think
still, that was 30 years ago almost.
yeah, I think his last proper movie that I really enjoyed was End of Days, and after that, it
No, I didn't even like that one.
Yeah.
was quite good.
I like True Lies.
Real Eyes was good just because it was so over the top, and they
Yeah.
like you could tell that from the very start this is just going to be over the top, so just go with it.
Yeah, it was funny.
And it's gone silent again.
Well, I will say, in Arnie's favor, watching The Last Stand was pretty entertaining. Mostly for Johnny Knoxville. Wasn't in the film long, but just the random shit he came out with was very entertaining.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I only saw it because it was really cheap.
Douglas Scully is still defending Arnie right now.
Oh,
What
are
I'd say
people
is,
still defending him?
what I'd say is, what I'd ask is, what do people think of Marvel coming out with their entire Phase 3 lineup, and even releasing the trailer to Avengers, well, a teaser trailer to the third Avengers movie?
Don't care.
I liked it. I really fucking liked it. One of the things that I found most entertaining was Thor pissing around with the hammer in the extended trailers, like, "Hey, you can't play with this," and then just seeing it move a little bit when Captain America goes for it. Not because he could move it, but for the look on Thor's face when he just thinks, "Fuck."
Oh, bollocks.
I really lost track of all the Marvel stuff now. I think the Thor movie, the first one, was a collect because I I really like the Thor comics, but that was a bit of a let. I enjoyed the Avengers, but then after that, I just really haven't kept up with it.
The one I'd have to recommend, if I was to recommend anything out of Phase 2, is either Guardians of the Galaxy or Captain America, the Winter Soldier.
I actually watched that the other day. I was surprised. That was fucking good.
The Winter Soldier?
Yep.
Oh, I just love the way they tied it into the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as well. That was a really good, like up until then, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. have been kind of okay for me. Like, it's okay. Then when they've got into the Winter Soldier plot, I was thinking, oh, I can't stop watching. And the second season's going to do well as well.
Yeah.
Mainly because I'm just like, what the hell is going to happen to such and such a person?
I like the early Marvel stuff, but it's gotten too much now. It's like when you actually read Marvel comics, there's a lot of them just setting up other comics and trying to advertise themselves, and it just gets a bit annoying for me at times.
I think I like one thing I do like about Marvel is the fact that they go on to forums and they say, you know, what film would you love to see?
Yeah.
And one, you know, what comic arc would you like to see portrayed? And the one that I'm really hoping they do is Iron Man goes to Alcoholics Anonymous. It's a real thing. Half the comics, I think it's 4 or 5 comics, and half of the time is spent at a bar.
Yeah.
I think that would just be a brilliant film to just see Robert Downey Jr. getting shit-faced and then, you know, basically just film Robert Downey Jr. in rehab, except he's wearing an Iron Man suit.
Yes.
Robbie, before you go in there, take this. Why? It's for your therapy. Oh, okay.
Basically, Robert Downey Jr. in the late 90s.
Yeah.
It's
But-
completely off the rail.
A good friend of mine actually explained the comics to me, and a lot of the time it's just him sitting in a bar, getting shit-faced in the full Iron Man suit. And I just find that hilarious for so many reasons.
I don't know if any of you heard it. Have any of you heard of the comic Preacher?
No.
What now?
Preacher, has anyone heard of that comic?
No.
Is that the one where Kent Hovind is a superhero?
Now that I want to see.
It's actually it's bloody good, but the main premise is this guy.
What's he called? Fraud Man?
No, that's a secret ability, tax evasion.
But like this guy gets basically he's imbued with the power of God. Basically, if he says something, then you're compelled to do it. And because everybody heard of an author called Garth Ennis, famous, he writes some really fucked up shit in his story. But there's one memorable bit in the comics anyway where he tells a guy using this power of God that to go fuck himself, and he has to go and actually do that. But then it's found out later what he did was he ripped off his own cock and buggered himself with it. Yeah.
I would just sprint through the Westboro Baptist Church, shouting at the top of my lungs, "Go fuck yourselves!"
It is, but it's a really well done story. It's like probably the best comics I've read. And there's also there's an Irish vampire in it as well. It's just yeah.
One comic, I remember someone telling me about it, but I've never actually read it myself, so, you know, bear with. I think it was called 100 Bullets,
Yeah,
which is basically you get fucked over, and then a guy offers you, okay, well, here's information on the person who fucked you over and 100 untraceable bullets. Have fun. And then pisses off. And each comic is a different person, you know, getting fucked over and getting revenge, or not getting revenge, as the case may be.
But also the thing is, the whole thing is the guy's actually trying to find God and confront him over the power he's been given. And the way they portray God is just a petulant child, basically. Yeah, but it's
So it's the God of the Bible.
Yeah, pretty much.
really well done, and I'm actually stunned they're making a film out of it because
They are?
controversy this gets made, and
Oh,
they
they're gonna piss people off.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna love it. I hope that. I
Ah.
really hope the "go fuck yourself" scene is in there. No, maybe not like the scene where he's ripping his cock off, but just like "go fuck yourself," and then a guy with a look of horror on his face, and then being told
Yeah.
about it later.
Mm.
there's also another character in it. It's a kid who tries to shoot himself, but he gets disfigured and basically ends up with the nickname Arseface because of it.
What lovely people.
Oh.
Strangely enough, Garth Ennis is from Northern Ireland, Pumpkin, and he writes all this kind of stuff.
I fucking heard of that. Didn't he have something to do with the Punisher Northern Iron comic?
Yeah, he wrote that.
I still need to fucking read that.
Yeah, but this comics they're always kind of really messed up stuff like that. But at the same time, they're written so bloody good. You can't. They're really compelling stories. But anyway, that's getting made into a movie.
Um,
So, Marty, what films are you looking forward to?
You know, I really don't know.
Okay.
I'm not really keeping up. I can't say any of the movies you mentioned here are ones that I'm really looking forward to.
Have you seen Interstellar yet?
No, I haven't. I probably should.
it's good.
Because you've been into physics, just hear your reaction to it.
Yeah.
Oh, please let me see Marty's reaction to the end of that film.
Yeah, I suspect I will go into nerdy nitpick mode,
I think the end of it especially, because it just gets a little...
but I've also heard that a lot of it is pretty good.
The vast majority, it's like it's like one of these films where the last 15 minutes goes a bit off the scale.
It's
Are we
not
talking
Caveman
Mission
and
to
Horror.
Mars fail or Red Planet fail or
I said the rest of the film, it's fantastic. It's really well acted. The effects are brilliant. The music, the pacing, and everything. But it's just when it comes to the conclusion of wrapping everything up, it gets a bit iffy then.
Does it go full caveman meet Harrier moment?
I'll be back in a second.
I don't know if you want it spoiled or not, or if you want to wait.
no? I'll probably
just
see
meant,
it
like,
at some point. So no, I really don't want it spoiled.
Oh no, I'm not saying spoil it. I'm just saying like on a scale of 1 to fucked. Is it,
I would say it's at the low,
weird or caveman and Harrier moment?
no, it's definitely at the low end, but it's because like the rest of it is so well done. This kind of just seems really out of depth when it comes to the conclusion and wrapping up the kind of mystery that's behind the film. And the only complaint I had was the usual thing they seem to do in a lot of these kind of more science-based science fiction stuff is going on about how love is intangible and it's beyond. They always seem to have to put that in.
Yeah.
But you can't measure love. It's the one, it's the one constant in the universe we can depend on this.
Oh.
I mean, that's the only thing, the eulogizing of love that always goes on.
Oh yeah, I remember that. And I was thinking, bullshit, 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 bullshit.
We even see
And I shouldn't, and I felt guilty at the same time because I was seeing this with my girlfriend. So there's that constant.
As long as you didn't say it out loud, you should still have your testicles.
I was looking every time I was looking over at her and I could see the same thing going on in her eyes. I was like, yeah, this is too corny.
Still, if you had have said it, your balls in her purse. That's just the way it would have been.
Yeah, probably.
See, I enjoy it when I can watch a film like that with some of my friends because it usually just ends up as, the message that love triumphs all. And no matter what, someone will say, nah, fuck buddies is better.
Okay, did you feel the same thing about the end of Interstellar? Like all the lead up was good, but then when the conclusion came, it just
I was thinking, I was thinking during the whole entire film, I was thinking they never really explained the stuff at the start of the film. I was thinking, I don't think they're going to explain it at all, and that was going to bother me. And next thing when they did, I was thinking, okay, I'm glad they explained it because that was going to wreck my head. But at the same time, this is the stupidest thing that they could have come up with.
yeah. Like I said, it sort of puts all the good stuff that came before. It just makes it kind of lessens the effect of all of that.
I was thinking, nope,
Well,
he's dead.
like stuff they do with time dilation, that's it's really well done. I thought.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. But the
Maybe
stand-
move on from a film that Marty doesn't want to have spoiled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but this is stuff you'll read anyway. You'll know about it. Marty does deal with time dilation. Like there's,
Also, Cal, do you have to really play with the laser pen and the camera?
well, Marty, you'll probably read this, but they go to a planet and it's like it's on the edge of a black hole, and like they figure out like if they go down there, like on the orbiter, like I think it's every hour they spend on the planet will be 7 hours on the orbiter, and they have an accident and they go back.
Every hour is 7 years.
They're thinking, right, we can get.
Yeah, that doesn't sound really plausible, but
Well, apparently it did.
at least they're taking the effect into account.
Yeah. Like they have an accident, come back up, and they've been away like 21 years. And there was one guy who stayed behind and said, well, it's only 2 years, I can stay back and work on physics calculations while I wait for you. But then they end up taking 20 years.
Hmm.
Like, they do use the time dilation, it's a big part of the story. So.
Hmm.
But I say it is just the ending gets basically, I think. It's sort of like, have you seen The Abyss, Marty?
No, I still haven't seen that one. I know what it's about, roughly.
This is the same. It's like really tense build up, and then just the last half hour it goes. Oh god, it's a bit corny here.
Pandas are cons. Just want to throw that out there.
Yes, right. Yeah.
I can't really think about what our movies are coming out next year. We've already talked about Spectre as much as we can. There's not much to go on.
Well, it's I gotta say I think it's cool that if they're bringing Spectre back,
Oh yeah.
because I was waiting. I thought that was coming up in Casino Royale even.
I was convinced that was going to be in Quantum of Solace. And they suddenly said, we have people everywhere. I was thinking, that's Spectre. It's like, no, that's not Spectre. Bollocks.
Have you seen Skyfall, Marty?
No.
Oh, it's see it, just see it.
Okay.
I really. So it's like,
It's the best one in God no, 20 years.
Yeah.
Nah, Bond shite.
Well, I just have a hard time with the new tone of the Bond movies. I think
As far as I
think it should
know,
be silly and over the top.
Skyfall was
Sean Connery.
I think is a good mix.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I don't know what to say about Skyfall. I think you should be able to make up your mind about that yourself. But as far as I know, they want to go back to that kind of style. As far as I know from the interviews, and Spectre is probably the first step into that. So I'd be very interested to see how they go. Like I actually just finished up watching Thunderball there before I came on air. Really good.
That's a good one.
it's heavily leaning towards they're going to go back to Sean Connery and stuff.
Yeah, I was even just watching. I was thinking, yes, Daniel Craig does kind of have that same kind of
I think in
green persona.
Yes, Miss Moneypenny. suck my dick. That
Hello,
sort of,
Pushy.
Sean Connery charm.
I'll have you over my knee.
I love, just random fact, Sean Connery once did an interview with, I can't remember who she was, but in the interview, the woman said, "Do you still hold firm to your belief that men should hit their women?" "Well, yes, because women hit men all the time, so we should hit back." Or something to that effect. Just slap them, put them in their place.
That's a good Sean Connery.
You have to find it. It's just priceless to see her complete lack of just. I should have fucking known before I asked.
Saying your Sean Connery impression is quite good.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you. I shagged your mother.
I used to do it, but everyone fails that badly a lot of the time. I don't think even I can do it.
Yes, well, you should be able to understand my voice, because I'm always shagging your mother.
Does anyone remember Sean Connery on SNL?
Yes. In what way is a goat similar to a hammer with a cold? I forget the rest, but your mother's a whore.
Oh, no. Anything else to add, or wind down and degrade here a bit?
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're about done talking about the trailers.
And films to come and all that kind of shit. So,
Yeah, apart from Star Wars. Oh, Independence Day. There's another Independence Day movie coming.
Oh,
Oh, yes.
Will
well,
Booner live again?
but I will say
Booner has
is
been put down since then.
Independence Day is the kind of thing that you cannot possibly take seriously, so that might actually be entertaining.
oh, but Marty, have you heard the name for the new Independence Day?
Please say it's
Yeah, isn't it ID Forever?
Yeah.
Oh, I was hoping it was going to be like Independence Day 2, even more independent.
Marty,
Even more freedom.
there's something I've got to find you. There was a recent interview with Will Smith's kids. Have you read that yet? Marty?
No.
I have to, because they talk about quantum.
Oh no.
I've
Oh.
heard that Jaden Smith follows Jordan.
I
And
wouldn't be surprised.
they also say time doesn't exist.
Well, then they're wrong. It's
Well,
measurable.
I think the kids are just saying, time's an abstract concept, just so they can say, time doesn't exist, give me beer.
the thing is, the actual reporter put a note at the end was that said, this interview may seem really waffling and long-winded, but say we had to really cut it so much out of it because they just would not stop talking this new age shit all the time. So they said,
Oh god.
put 3/4 of it out, and it's still their answers are just so off the wall. It's unreal.
So when's your next movie coming out? Well, what is time? Time, I believe, is just an abstract concept that doesn't really exist. Can I have my money now?
This
Yeah.
is just going to be the new fucking Tom Cruise Scientology.
And also, said school was a waste of time. You went to school for a year and you didn't like it.
Yeah, well, that explains a lot.
So does nobody like school when they're like, whatever G is?
Yeah, I didn't see that movie, that really awful movie himself and Wilton, After Earth or something.
No, I didn't see that one.
Nope.
I just heard it was
It's
not
it
even
looks-
so bad it's good.
It does look stupid. So I was like, nope.
And it's a heavily pro-Scientology movie, I've heard as well.
Yeah, as far as I've heard, there's a lot of like hints to Scientology in it.
Okay.
Right.
That might be it.
It's the main big bad Xenu.
No, but things like auditing or something like that.
They Here you go.
In your house, filling you with thetans.
Finish off, Bendix. We'll give you the privilege of what film would you like to see us do a commentary on?
Like, mm-hmm. I would actually like you a commentary of the first Jurassic Park.
No.
That's
I'll
not
give you
funny.
the opportunity to pick a
That's
film for us
good.
to do. No, I don't like that film. Pick another one. No, I don't like that film. Pick another one.
When we do commentaries, we find bad movies are better. If you comment-
Yeah, that's true.
Because we tried to do a commentary on Die Hard and it was just us saying, "This is a movie, isn't it?"
Yeah, pretty much.
That's a good.
I like to watch this movie.
So you can choose a really shitty film for us to do a commentary on now.
And don't waste it. We will do The Room.
Yes.
At some point.
You're tearing me apart, Lisa.
When we're drunk enough.
Sharknado.
Sharknado, that's a good one.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wait, could we do Sharknado 2, the second one?
Yeah. I know.
Sharknado with even more sharks.
No, that's its actual name. Sharknado 2, the second one.
I have to give Sharknado credit. It knows it's a bad movie.
Yeah.
Piranha 3D. It just knows
But
this is a bad movie. You're just
isn't it
gonna
like-
watch it because it's bad.
Isn't it like they went for so bad it's good and failed so bad that it became so bad it's so bad it's so bad it's so bad it's good, or something like that?
I think it's just more of just.
It's more like a bucket of failure, but at the same time, fucking Sharknado. Why not?
Yeah.
I think it's more of, hey, it's a tornado filled with sharks. That's all we have.
Hell,
Go with it.
I remember thinking about watching that film with my other half and actually looking at the tagline, which was Sharknado, enough said.
In fairness,
Yeah, we'll go for that, Sharknado. We did have a heap of... We did have a list at some point of what we were going to do. We've lost it, so Sharknado can... That'll be...
Yeah. Sure.
along with that, and I don't know, copious amount of shite.
We could watch a Serbian
Yeah,
film.
actually doing it at some point.
Like, I don't know, Spider-Man 3.
No, just no.
Well, you don't want me around for a superhero movie.
I keep trying to persuade Pumpkin that we do a commentary on Serbian film, but he keeps chickening out of that.
I'll do it. I'll be high as fuck, so I won't remember a thing, but I'll do it.
Oh, you remember it.
Oh, by the
Oh.
way,
I've actually
Uh,
found out I have watched the film before, but I was so stoned I don't remember.
Can't remember some of those incredible scenes.
No. I can't remember any of it. I have had this conversation with my friends more fucking times saying, no, I definitely didn't watch it. They have verified, asked everyone who was there that night watching the film. I was there stoned out of my mind. So I can watch it, but I'll be fucking baked.
But
Well-
we'll record it this time.
Sorry to interrupt. Bye. I have to leave now. So bye.
I
bye-bye.
Goodbye, person.
was at the
I,
mention of Serbian film and he just had to run.
you never actually, I was on Netflix actually quite recently. Reefer Madness is on it.
Do that again at some point. Finish that
We
one.
never finished it. We never found out what would happen.
Out next time.
What happens if you smoke the marijuana?
Yeah, I was high for that as well, but, you know, more just a pleasant buzz.
We were high and we were just severely exhausted.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
was just doing all the kind of caffeine drinks that we having through the night.
I think I was also running the, 1920s news reporter. Oh no, Jimmy's been stabbed. What the fuck?
But you,
Ah, say.
And Jimmy's been molested.
Yeah, I shouldn't have stayed around those priests, eh?
Yeah.
Remember,
Now we're
kids?
down to the Catholic priest jokes.
Oh, it's only down from here, my friend.
Yeah.
Are we down or up?
It depends if the child is sitting on his lap or not.
It's seen as you're now in a relationship, we're not going to invite you along to the Serbian film commentary.
Mm.
Because
Come on, how bad a movie can it be?
It's not that. The thing is, I always say this. It's not that it's badly made. It's actually fucking really well made, and it's got a bloody compelling story, and it's just so fucking revolting.
Oh, it's a compelling story. Is it? Fuck.
Yes, it is. It's actually quite a well done, and it's well made as well. It's well directed and everything like that. But it's just
If you want to know why it's so fucked up, newborn porn.
I'm gonna need another one of these.
like I say, was a mate of mine, and he's always trying to watch all these banned films, and he'd heard about it. I'm going to watch it, and I said, no, you don't want to watch it, mate. I kept worrying, dude, you know what? I watched it, don't watch it. He watched it, and then the next day he came on, don't think I ever want to have sex again after seeing it.
Oh, okay. Now I understand.
Yeah, he said it put him off sex with his girlfriend for about a month, that film.
I think I
What
actually...
this film is called?
Are you trying to get your girlfriend off your back? It's like, hey, watch this. Leave me alone.
I'll say that if you are going out with an annoying girl right now and you want to get rid of her, invite her around for a night for a film and stick Serbian film on, and guaranteed.
Yeah, and then she'll call the police.
Have you
you'll be-
committed?
Yeah.
But if you want to end a relationship with a kind of stalkerish partner, that's how you go about it. Guaranteed they will never commit.
Serbia. I'm sorry if you are watching.
I think we
I am only joking.
So Sharknado is going to be the next commentary, and I think we'll have to do the Reefer Madness as a hangout sometime.
Mm.
Definitely.
That would be good. Yeah, a heap of these public domain films would be quite entertaining.
I still remember the gay one. He
Yeah,
very nearly got buggered by the gays. Watch out, kids. They're everywhere.
Johnny was
He's been captured by the gays. He's been buckered royally.
anyway, shall we wrap it up?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think it's about time for that.
So I shall, as always, as I do these things, final thoughts.
Well, Terminator, meh. Jurassic World, okay. Star Wars, just don't fuck it up.
Pumpkin.
Terminator, Die in a Fire, Jurassic Park. Ooh. Star Wars, eh. And the second Avengers film.
And Marty.
Terminator, what the fuck? Jurassic Park, just give up. Star Wars, don't fuck it up.
For me, like Terminator Genesis, just give up. Jurassic Park, wait and see, and again with Star Wars, don't fuck it up. I think, honestly, I think all J.J. Abrams has to do is make an average film, and he'll still come out of it looking good, I think.
He has to make a film and it'll work.
A film.
I don't
Not a
think the
monstrosity.
prequels qualify.
Anyways, that's everything. I know we hope you this drunken ramble. But I enjoyed it anyway. Do you guys?
Yeah.
All right, and we'll see you around very soon.
See ya.